Hey folks, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your MLB baseball preview and predictions for a Monday, June 21st. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your Monday. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are watching on a mobile device. Today's podcast brought to you by bullpenpicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join, and you want to follow the top players, the top pickers right now at bullpenpicks.com. In fact, let's go to the top scorers leaderboard, and we have a new leader right now, and that's right, Nicola Batista at 782. Ron Raymond, yours truly, Ronnie Ray at 771 in second place, and rounding up the top three scorers right now at bullpenpicks.com is Isaiah Moore, Eisen 502, at 752. And folks, it's a tough gig to bet on baseball, and if you followed some of the top players, you'll see that I went 9-6 yesterday. Eddie O went 7-8. Kyle Hintlin here, Kyle Lax 9er, 10-5. And folks, each and every day you can get the top plays for free just by following the top baseball pickers in the world right here at bullpenpicks.com. All right, let's get to the Monday card here for a Manic Monday. In fact, this is a doubleheader at Shea City Field here. I was going to say old Shea Stadium there, but no, we got to go with the old corporate sponsor field, the City Field. And the New York Mets going to send Jacob deGrom to the hill up against Ian Anderson of the Atlanta Braves. Now, the Braves coming off that 1-0 win last night on the ESPN Sunday Night Game of the Week against the St. Louis Cardinals. And Jacob deGrom, we know he's got shoulder issues in the last couple of starts. We'll see how many innings he's ready to go here today. Minus 180 is the price tag here on the New York Mets. Now, keep in mind, this is a 7-inning game. That's why you're seeing a total of 4.5. And we'll see what the computer here. Wow, look at this. You know what? But here's the thing, right? When we built this system, it wasn't. It was built on 9-inning games. So take it with a grain of salt today. 9.2 to 6.5. The over/under at 15.7. And looking at the New York Mets, they're on a 2-game losing streak right now. Their last 5 games have gone under the total, where the Atlanta Braves are 33-36 on the season. Still 3 games below 500. Should be an interesting matchup in game number 1. First pitch today at Citi Field is at 5:10. All right, one of the hottest teams in baseball right now is the Houston Astros. The Astros on a 7-game win streak, and they're coming off an 8-2 win yesterday against the Chicago White Sox. In fact, they swept the White Sox over the since last Thursday in the weekend, 4-0. So big weekend for the Houston Astros. Now they hit the road. They're at Camden Yards, where they lost to the Toronto Blue Jays yesterday. The Baltimore Orioles did. It was a 7-4 victory for Toronto. Keegan Akin going to go here today for the O's. He's up against Jake Odorizzi for the Houston Astros. And looking at our forecast in this game, we do have the Astros winning 4.7 to 4.5. The over/under at 9.21. 67% chance on the Raymond Report law of average theory compared to 20%. That's because they're on a 7-game win streak. And when you're looking at the cow here, just think of the percentage play, right? And that's how we the Raymond Report is based on 3 key fundamentals of sports handicapping. One is value. The other is percentage play, and then we look at performance cycles, and every time I talk about streaks, the Kogo, the Vic, those are all part of the performance cycles. And my line on this game today with the Astros and the Orioles, I had the Houston Astros at minus 154, and look at that, 152. So the Raymond Report value edge is right on target for the game between the Baltimore Orioles and the Houston Astros. All right, the Tribe going to Wrigley today to face the Cubs, and looking at Cleveland yesterday, a 2-1 victory over Pittsburgh. And looking at Chicago, they're coming off a 2-0 win over the Miami Marlins. In fact, the Marlins really beat up the Cubs the last 3 days before yesterday's game. In fact, I think they scored like 21 runs in 2 games. Albert Alzolay is going to go here today for the Cubs. He'll be up against Aaron Savale here for the Cleveland Indians. And when Savale goes for the Tribe, they are 12-2 in his starts, 10-4 to the over. And when Alzolay goes for the Cubs, they are 5-6 in Alzolay starts. Cubbies are 40-32 on the season, while the Cleveland Indians 39-30. Both teams entering with a winning record. Oakland taking on the Texas Rangers. Now, Oakland did have a good weekend against the New York Yankees. In fact, they lost 2-1 yesterday against the Bronx Bombers. And looking at today's starting pitcher, you got Frankie Montas up against Kyle Gibson of the Texas Rangers. Now, the A's 125 favorite in this one. The over/under set at 8. ATS forecast, computer pick, going to go in an upset here with the Texas Rangers, 5.8 to 2.6. The over/under at 8.51, and that's based on 8 games in the system. And Texas now on a 6-game losing streak. In fact, they got swept over the weekend by the Twins. And looking at the A's, They're on a 2-game losing streak. They're 44-29 on the season, where Texas is 25-46. My line on this game, I had the A's at minus 155. I had the Texas Rangers at plus 169. So you can see you're getting good value here on Oakland. And your Kogo, the chance of this game going over the total is at 59%. Here's the second doubleheader, 5-4 with the over-under at 10.49. You got, let me see, undecided right now for the Mets. And it looks like it'll be Kyle Mahler in the second game for Atlanta. All right, Cincinnati taking on the Minnesota Twins. Cincinnati just happy to get out of Dodge because they did not have a good weekend in the at Petco Park this weekend. In fact, they lost all 3 games to the Padres. They're on a 4-game losing streak right now. And looking at the line on this game, minus 116. My line was minus 112. So a $4 overvalue play here for Cincinnati. And we're getting the Minnesota Twins at about minus 105. I had them at plus 137. The Kogo's at 44%, meaning a 56% chance of this game going under the total. You got James Happ up against Tyler Mahle, and Mahle's been good for the Cincinnati Reds. In fact, 11-3 when he goes for the Reds. That's their record. 10-4 to the over, where James Happ's, when he starts for the Twins, the Twinkies are 6-7, but the over is 9-4. And you got Milwaukee taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks. D-backs having a rough time. 17-game losing streak right now. And the Brew Crew coming off a 7-6 win yesterday at Coors Field over the Rockies. They're going to send Brett Anderson to the hill up against Merrill Kelly for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And the last 2 games for the D-backs have gone over. The last 3 for the Brew Crew have gone over the total. And we do like the Brewers here again. 5.2 to 4.7. The over-under at 10.02. 86% chance of winning here for Arizona compared to 39 for the Milwaukee Brewers. And the game of the night will be at Petco Park. In fact, this is going to be a good one here between the Dodgers and the Padres. Yu Darvish going to start for San Diego. He'll be up against Julio Urias of the LA Dodgers. And you can see what Urias starts for LA. They are 11-3 in his starts. Same thing for the Padres when Darvish starts 11-3. And both teams coming in hot. In fact, San Diego on a 4-game winning streak, where LA is on a 3-game win streak. And my line in this game, man, look at this. Minus 204 for the Dodgers, but minus 169 for the Padres. The Padres, a 124 home favorite in this one. The over-under at 7. And your Kogo is at 42%. And maybe that's where you want to lean tonight because if it says 42% chance of game going over, that means there's a 58% chance of this game going under. But the computer pick all over the Dodgers, 5.2 to 4.2. The over-under at 9.46. All right, folks, there you have it. That is the Raymond Report computer picks here for a Monday, Manic Monday, June 21st. Oh, yeah, let's go to the we don't have a lot of trends here today, but I'm going to bring up a couple to see if we can get some edges. In fact, when I looked at this morning, there was only 9 in the system, and I think that's where we're at here, yeah, 9. So Houston as a 140 to 160 favorite after a conference game the last 5 years, 91-6. You know, the Astros are one of the hottest teams right now in baseball. You might want to consider them as a futures ticket to see what the price is. The Mets 10-1 as a 160, 180 home favorite versus a National Conference opponent. The over is 9-2 for the Orioles as a 140, 160 home underdog coming off American League East division opponent the last 2 years, and that's coming off the Blue Jays. So pretty good trend here on the over for the Orioles, and we'll see if that pans out for you. All right, folks, there you have it. That's the Trends Are Your Friends edition today for Monday, June 21st. Have yourself a great rest of your day. As always, before you go, don't forget, check out bullpenpicks.com. Folks, you want to get my selections each and every day for free, just follow Ronnie Ray, and you can see I'm on a good run right now. In fact, let me take out the old calculator and see exactly what my record is in the last 100. So if you do that, you got 51 plus 14 gives you 65%. I'm hitting 65% of my last 100 selections at bullpenpicks.com. If you go to most followed, look for the Expos logo. That's old Ronnie Ray. You know, back in my day, it was Tim Raines, Andre Dawson. You know, you had all those Warren Cromartie. You remember the Crow? Steve Rogers. Those were my childhood memories of the guys I followed. And yeah, you can follow these guys. Well, you can't follow them anymore. Well, yeah, maybe on Twitter. But yeah, so you want to follow my picks here at bullpenpicks.com. You can follow me along with Eddie O here from Montreal. He's 7-8. In fact, Eddie O's a pretty good picker right here too. If you look at Eddie O, I don't know what he's at to these days. Here he is. He's at 571, and you can get all of their picks each and every day right here at bullpenpicks.com. Have yourself a great rest of your day. As always, shop for value, play those percentages. I'll see you back shortly with another Raymond Report.